Hello, I hope that you are having a good day or night, and today we're going to be planning for August, which makes me a little bit sad because it's the last month of summer, and summer is my favorite season of the year, but such is life. Anyways, I'm going to be using a whole bunch of different supplies, including some gold pens, markers, some stickers, some washi tapes, and some papers. And we're actually going to be starting off with a stencil for the name of the month. And I think I mention this every month, but I like to use a stencil for this because I don't have the best writing, or, not really good writing, definitely not calligraphy style writing, so I like to use a stencil for this part because it makes the page look much prettier and much neater than I could make it if I was to do it by hand. So, I'm going to be writing the title in gold, and I'm starting off with a gold pen, and I'm going to just fill everything in with gold marker. My next step was actually to add a quote, and I'm going to be layering that quote, which I will be writing on that black piece of paper you saw me cut out, on top of this black and gold scrapbooking paper, and I will actually be using the same scrapbooking paper for the rest of the setup. I showed you a bunch of different papers, but I actually wouldn't be using any of them except for this one. I wasn't sure what I would be using until, this point, so that's why I showed you all of the others. Plus I thought that maybe I would use some of them, and I didn't end up doing that. Anyways, the quote I used says, "Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see the shadow. It's what sunflowers do." And I actually really love this quote. I've used it before in a few of my journals, but I didn't know about the second part, that, it's what sunflowers do. I always thought that it was a one-part quote, and then I discovered that, this is the full quote. And I thought that it was just perfect for my theme, which is sunflowers, as you probably noticed. So I decided to add one of those 3D sunflower stickers to the right of my quote, and I'm going to be using more of those a bit later, but I wasn't sure how I wanted to progress yet, so I'm just trying to kind of arrange things and see where things go, and I'm actually using a few of those dot stickers just to fill in some of these smaller empty spaces in the meantime. Other than my 3D sunflower stickers, I'm also going to be using yellow floral stickers from my Botanist sticker anthology, which is a fairly large sticker book with a lot of botanical themed stickers, which I really like and have actually been enjoying using quite a bit. I also added a bit more of that scrapbooking paper at the top right corner and layered that with the sunflower little page from my little book of, images that I used earlier. And of course I'm adding some more washi tape to the spread. Well, not some more. This is the first washi tape I'm adding, but there will be more washi tape, you can be sure of that, because as I mentioned in probably every single video, washi tape is my absolute favorite form of stationery, so I never miss an opportunity to use it. And I'm adding a little bit of that to the bottom right corner, and I'm also adding this sunflower washi tape to the top left corner, just to make the spread a little bit more interesting. And I'm also adding the black and gold sparkly washi tape that I will also be using throughout the rest of the setup because it matches the black and gold theme that I kind of have going on here. And my final touches for the spread was actually some ribbon, and this is the first time that I'm using a ribbon in my bullet journal here, and I actually really like how it came out. It's different, but I really enjoyed using it. It kind of adds another sort of 3D element to the spread, and I really liked it, so I think I might be using this every once in a while from now on. And my final touch was actually just a few more circle stickers just to fill in some of the empty spaces and make the spread a little bit more interesting. This spread definitely came out quite busy, but I really like it and I'm quite happy with it. Next up, we have the right hand side of the spread, and I kept this one quite a bit more simple just because the left hand side was so busy and there was so much going on there. So I'm writing the heading on a black piece of paper in gold marker to match my color scheme, and then I added one 3D sunflower sticker underneath that and some more of that sunflower washi tape and a little bit of that black and gold washi tape just to make the spread a little bit more interesting. And my final touch was just a little bit of the yellow and orangey red washi tape at the bottom. So a very simple spread which gives me a lot of space for writing, which I kinda wanted in this case. The next spread, I'm starting off with the same black and gold scrapbooking paper at the top of the spread, just to, I don't know, add a little bit of sparkle. And I'm actually going to be writing the heading just on top of the white page in gold marker, and the heading is highlights. So here I'm just going to be writing down some of the highlights for the month of August. And I'm actually decorating the spread very simply. I'm only going to be using 2 stickers, one on each side at the top, just to fill in that empty space, a little bit of that orange and yellow washi tape around the heading, and a little bit of that sunflower washi tape at the bottom, just to, you know, keep the sunflower theme going. By the way, I won't actually be using any more of those 3D sunflower stickers for the rest of this setup, just because I realized after using them on my first 2 spreads that they make my journal very puffy, so I kind of have to use 3D stickers sparingly. So I decided to keep them just to the first 2 spreads of this particular setup. But I'm still keeping the sunflower theme going with my sunflower washi tape. Anyways, moving on to my next spread. I'm starting off with some more black paper for the heading, and this time I'm actually cutting it in half, and the heading is actually going to be health and mood review. So I wrote the health and mood portions on the black paper and review underneath. So the review portion applies to both sides. And I don't know, I thought that was just a slightly more interesting way to make that particular heading. After that, I'm decorating the spread with some more sunflower washi tape at the corners just to fill in that empty space, and a little bit more yellow washi tape underneath just to make things a little bit more interesting. And my final touch for the spread was some more washi tape at the bottom, and I used some more of that black and gold sparkly washi tape and a little bit of that thinner orange tape on top of that, just to make things a little bit more interesting. In the end, this was a really simple spread that I decorated only with washi tape, but I still like how it came out. For the next spread, I'm starting off with some more of that sunflower washi tape at the top of the spread. And this sunflower washi tape is actually really hard to use. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but sometimes my application of it was a little bit wrinkled. I don't know how well it comes out on video, but that's the case. Just because I can't actually unstick it once I've stuck it down onto the page. So if I make a mistake, that's kind of how it's gonna be, and I have to do my best to work with it. Anyways, moving on. My next step for this spread was adding some more of that black and gold washi tape right underneath. And after that, it was time for the headings, which I wrote in gold on black paper at the bottom of the spread, just to keep things a little bit more interesting and move the headings around a little bit. And to decorate the spread just a little bit more, I added another yellow sticker in the middle and some smaller yellow stickers on both sides of the headings just to fill in the empty spaces there. And that was it for another rather simple spread. Next up, I'm actually starting off with the headings on black paper, but I'm using some more of that black and gold scrapbooking paper as a backdrop, just to make things, I want to say more interesting, but I keep saying that lately, so let's say to add a little bit of drama and sparkle instead. I haven't said that phrase in a while. And I'm layering that right on top of the black and gold scrapbooking paper. Moving on to how I actually decorated the spread, I used some more of that sunflower washi tape on both sides of the headings, and a little bit of that black and gold washi tape layered on top of that. And my final touch for the spread was to use some more dot stickers to fill in that empty space that I left when I didn't fully cover the portion with black and gold washi tape. I'm not sure that I'm explaining it very well, but you can see what's happening, so I'll just leave it at that. And we have reached the final spread in this setup. And I'm starting off with the same scrapbooking paper I've been using for most of my setup so far. And I'm going to be layering some more black paper over that. Because, well, again, that's what I've been using for a lot of this setup, and this is what my theme is all about. And I'm actually going to be using some more of those image papers. Again, not sure if I'm describing them very well, but you'll see what's going on, so here they are on both sides of the headings, just to fill in that area a little bit more. And of course, I had to use more sunflower washi tape. And you can actually see me struggling a little bit with where to put it, and I finally settled on just random looking pieces all around the heading just to fill in some of the empty spaces. And the little bit of empty space at the top I filled in with some more dot stickers, which I've been using a lot on this setup. And that was it. That was the last spread. So now let's just do a final flip through of all of the spreads that we've been setting up in this video. And I definitely like my first spread the most, just because it has the most going on. And because it had so much going on, I kept the rest of my spreads a lot more simple. But I still really like how they came out, and I really like how this setup kind of looks together. And I am generally pretty happy with it, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, please let me know if you like this setup though, and if you liked this theme, as well as what your favorite spread was, if you had one. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you liked it, and I will see you in my next one. Be you, always. Bye!